Alright, that looks good. And we're live, so welcome to Space Engineers in the Afternoon. I'm the Blind Gaming Guy. My wife had a doctor's sorry. My wife had a doctor's visit today, and that is the reason why I am late, is helping her get out of here. So last week, whoa! I had a feeling that was going to happen. Last week, we explored the gate under construction and made our way to the Solara 2, which is where we were supposed to get our orders. Or we're supposed to get the breakdown of on our thief that we're supposed to be after. And in case you don't remember, maybe I should pull that up real fast. Hide my head. I'll bring my head back. Let me... Hold on a minute. I'll pull something up that I made over the weekend. Provided my computer will cooperate. There, and I don't think you can hear all that. And more, that's not what I want you to do. Back. Sorry, I'm trying to do something and it's not working the way I want it to. You guys are just seeing the inside of a door. That's really probably not the best, most interesting view. Alright. We found a place to dock. Now let's see if we can find a place to go inside. While we... Eek. I honestly don't know how to get into the saloon. Oh, wow. There's a docking bay. Loads of little ships that are atmospheric and hydrogen. Well, they're going back and forth to the planet, clearly. Let's see. What can we find here? Let's sit here. While we wait and see if I can find this little thing I want to try and show you. There. Yeah, back to what I was trying to say. I need to go there. Now, see if I can pull the sound in from that. do that. Close that one.
You have arrived at the Ieram system using a deep space FTL unit. Before the ship will operate properly within the system, you must detach it. The Crown has tasked you with finding a wanted fugitive that has been reported to be hiding in this newly colonized system. The culprit, one Enton Inrose, formerly of the now dissolved Red Star Inc., has been implicated in theft of military secrets from a weapons research facility in the Gortys system. Mr. Inrose fled before the files could be seized by Imperial investigators for the Crown. It is believed he acquired transport to the Iream system, but that is as far as he can be traced. Thus, system security has been tasked with searching for men matching his description. You will receive their report upon arrival to the APS Sarekh 2. End of...
Which is where we are now, is the Sarekh 2. So, now we gotta figure out where here we get our report. And it's supposed to be a city-sized ship, so... And Sarekh, do you realize how crazy it is that you've come up with actual... an entire alphabet for your... stuff? Ah, here we go. What does this say? This is us. This is the AEBS Sarekh 2. Colonization Central Operations. Orbital Construction Fleet Status. The orbital construction site currently employing one Behemoth-class factory, one Tranquility-class pioneering base, one Honeycomb-class construction ship, and attached cargo transporters. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we have that. We'll go ahead and copy it. Paste it just in case. And that doesn't give us anything new. But look, you made a whole alphabet, dude. Not that I know what any of it is, but this is kind of nuts. And what we got here? Special Project 47. As it is well known, there was a group of monks and nuns among the first settlers of this planet. The brothers and sisters of the Order Comitates have established a small, low-tech settlement near the settlement of River Hill. So far, the settlement has received quite a lot of visits from nearby settlements. The Ieram Monastery. Well, gives us someplace to go on planet. Control paste. Designated settlements. That's going to be important. Ieram City. Control copy. Control paste. River Hill. Control copy. And Airnet. Control copy. Alright, so we have 3 settlements down on the planet to look for. Colonization Central Office. Position report. Sarekh 2 landing vessels. Personal orbit transport jumper class. Ieram City. Cargo lifter Vigorous class. River Hill expedition vessel Curious class. Adventure position. Well, that's a different one. We don't have that, so let's go ahead and copy that. Yeah, this is where your alphabet is so crazy, Sarekh. That's nuts. In a good way. Looks like an atmospheric ship. The rear docking port. Cool. Well, Central Command did not have what we needed. Checking for a commander's office, but not finding one here on this floor anyway. Don't they know that... what's this? Dear Mr. Gannett, we are pleased to inform you that the school in Ieram City is now fully operational. Sorry. You can send for the rest of the family since we now have the capacities to teach up to 50 children, and your family has been on the waiting list long enough to earn one of those spots. Sincerely, Bent Enos Immunus High Council of Ieram, Principal, Ieram City School. So... This place has private school in it. All right, up. Let's see. Yeah. More apartments, more apartments. Oh, come on. Is there anything good in here for me? That's a no all the way around. Science lab. Hey, lab rats, a Sojourner class science cruiser is in orbit around the moon. Want to ask permission to go and see her before we move out of here? Might never get the chance again. Lunar orbit, Sojourner class. Control. Copy that too. Gives us another thing to look for. Apparently there's an airlocked lab over here. Okay. Still looking for somebody to tell me where the bad guy is. I guess bad guy's not actually an accurate sentence because we don't know what we don't know that he's a bad guy. He's just, you know, spy. It's a locker room with showers. Alright, well, not on that floor. There's more floors, so... Gardening? Here we go. What does this say? After almost a half year in orbit, we soon will be able to bring down the last batch of settlers that have spent time on the Soria 2. It has been an eventful time, and I will not miss the excitement we got from the pirates. I have never in my career seen that much violence, and I am thankful to Akana that the Imperial fleet was here to protect us when we have delivered the last supplies to the surface. I will make sure to host a dinner party for the crews of the 2 ships that have been at our side the whole time. Commander Lonus Ieram. Well, the commander here did not have my security. This is my room. As requested by the Imperial Censor, I have rechecked the colonist data, and I think I have found 2 people that match the description. One is Phineas Orna, a eminence attached to House Siln. The other is Carius Nemus, a vassal of the High House of Laconin. Both have already moved onto the surface. Phineas Orna resides in a temporary shelter town of Ieram City, and Carius Nemus in the River Hill settlement. Both are employed at the construction of their respective settlements. We are going to copy that and save it for something else later. Control paste. I have a plan for that later. Okay. Alright, so we have 2 places there that and 2 guys that we have been recommended to look for. What? Alright. I am calling... No, it says can use all terminals. They are shut off. Oh, I bet they're supposed to be prison doors. Yeah, that's what they are. They're supposed to be shut off for cell doors. Okay, that makes some sense at least. $50 rounds of ammunition, 50 rounds of ammunition. It's old school. That works on any gun. Alright, so we have our place to go look. So we can run back to our ship, or we can continue to search the ship for information. And I'm going to continue to search this ship for information. Medical bay, personnel, day shift, duty shift 1, duty shift 2, nothing else. Okay. Please turn on the medbay. We really could use some med kits, considering that the pirate ejected all of our cargo, so we have no cargo at all. A store. Not seeing a lot of stuff. Alright, here we got some stuff. We don't need any of that stuff though. ATM. Plain cola, cosmic coffee. Nope. Nothing for us. Let's do a quick perusal of this ship's inventories. I don't see the hide empty. Alright, we have some Gatling turrets with ammo. A lot of Gatling turrets with ammo. We have a large cargo container with supplies. A large cargo container with a ridiculous amount of ammo. Quite a few reactors, missile turret, some O2 generators, oxygen bottle, refilling my oxygen bottle's not a big deal. More reactors. Basic supplies, nothing exciting. Okay, what's up here? Looks like it probably looks out over. Yep, that is the interior docking bay. And I am actually docked directly below where we're standing. This is engineering. Get over it. How much heavy breathing is unnecessary? Oh, I see how they have that set. How is it set up? Yeah, I wouldn't have thought to try to dock there. Alright, we'll close that. Run back across to the other side. Oh! There was an airlock directly under my ship. Like, right there's my airlock. Okay, well, we know how to come back to our ship. Let's see. Oh, come on with the heavy breathing already. The real question we have to ask ourselves is, if we all split from the orbit down at the same time, if we all spit from orbit down at the same time, will it rain on the surface? God, I gotta stop drinking. Hey Lonus, remember me? It's Aria from college. I told you back then that I would make Immuna and I would move off-world. You did not believe me. Well, now I am not only Immuna, but Allah, and I will be moving down from the Soya 2 to the surface of Ieram. In your face, Lonus. In your face. Have fun being stuck in the company of your dad forever. Wow. That guy, that was kind of a, whoa! Door in the floor. It's an engineering section. Interesting, interesting. A community hall dining room thing. Yep. Just gonna be the same kind of thing on this side. I don't mean any disrespect here, but these don't work on the inside of your ship. These work on the outside of your ship. I think you put them there for just pure decoration, but yeah, they don't work like that. Alright, Quartermaster report. A shipment of E-grade tools delivered to River Hill. A shipment of E-grade tools delivered to Ieram City, and E-grade tools received from the orbital manufacturing site. So that's Quartermaster. House the Codrin. The construction of the orbital hospital will take priority over any other house projects for now. The prefect has informed us that we cannot expect the ground hospital to be ready within the schedule that was originally laid out. With the increased pirate activity in the sector, we have to expect an increase in wounded as well. The hospital will need to go online as soon as possible. Well, maybe we can help with that pirate situation. But we can't do it with our transport. We're going to have to build something else to do that. Which will mean some serious mining. Ooh, High House Sarekh. Medin Anus, I am sorry to inform you that we have to consider that the ACV Stag could have been lost to piracy. With the Imperial Navy will dispatch a ship as soon as possible to its last known coordinates. Nera Eunice. Well, give me the last known coordinates. I'll go hunt. Besides, I've already taken care of one pirate taking over a ship. Alright, well. Jeez, look at this guns on this thing. Call the thing a hedgehog. Or a porcupine, Lord. It's gotta have a docking port on it somewhere. Or a entry. I need an airlock. Here's docking, so if docking's there, airlock's probably nearby. Oh good, look! That's an interior turret the moment you get halfway inside the ship. Is it sad that I look at this and see that it's the old design of vehicles because of the way some of it's laid out? Turn on medbay. Whoa, look at all the guns. And tools. Holy cow. We want some of these before we leave. We're gonna get a set. Since our set was lost. As a fellow member of the military, I have that right. At least I think I do. I was sent here for a purpose and given full authority to do whatever needs done to bring the man to justice. At least that's what I'm saying. 5 plus 30. Where are the armory lockers? Here they are. We want one of each. And I'll give you mine back. That will make a big difference when next we need them. All right. Cargo hauler, clearly. There we go. What's in here? Some little Atmo hauler type vehicles. It's a car hauler. Alright, what we got? Decent tools. Some uranium in there. I'll steal one of those hydrogen tanks too. There we go. Lots of parachutes. Okay. All off. Drives are on. Kitchens are on. Yes, I hear I'm hungry. Hydrogen ion. Ops lights. Parachute hatches. Sliding glass doors. Small. Text panels. All empty. So this is just a very simple. The only thing of value is actually the cargo. I need to come find some food in my ship. Do I even have any more food inside the ship? I do have some kelp crisps. Production assembler. Whoa, what's a lot of assemblers? Nope. We're gonna have to do some more farming before we can get much more than kelp crispies. What do we got here? Another, what's clearly supposed to be another military vehicle. This one is smaller, less heavily indirectly armed. That is a big old rocket launcher though. There's entry point. Alright, what we got? Again, guns and ammo. Tools. I need to find some magnesium. Again, the survival kit is off. I will not ever understand why the survival kits are always off. What are these little guys? These are more of the I know where these go. There's two. Just kind of scoot. That's not the direction I was hoping it was. Now what happened? How's it? Oh, it's landing gear locked. This is where these go. There you go. Yep, that's where those go. And over here, what we got over here? Welder ship. This is the hospital. This is the hospital that needed to be finished. That's what this is supposed to be. We read about it. System is in diagnostics mode. Yep. We're in the hospital. Partially finished cryotubes. And that explains the welder ship right outside. I wish she'd quit doing that. Alright, so that's got us all the way around. Wait, except for whatever that is. Which is clearly a long way away. So we will have to go get our ship to get to that. And I guess, since under circumstances we are upside down and the top of my ship is easiest to get to, we'll go ahead and do our farming. I'm working on it. Pirate got rid of all the food. And on to the other side. And one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. SEED. Now, production, food processor, seeds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Food. What can we still make when that's done? Alright, well, we can make spaghetti and looks like red pellets. Okay, so now when it comes to meals, we have a couple options. Trying to remember how to get out of here. I used to doing the ship upside down. And given the pirate stuff, we really should work on how we're going to handle pirating. Or anti-pirating soon. Because we've already seen a pirate threat. And we read about continued pirate threats and other things. So that's Ieram. Reckon that's her moon. Here, let's go into our GPSs. No. All those GPSs didn't work. Of course they didn't. Is it slash GPS? Oh, my brain just stopped how to do this. Space engineers. GPS. Via. What's that called? Go back, access hello. Enter slash GPS. Okay, so I just missed slash GPS in front of them. Let's try control paste. No! That's not gonna work. Alright, enter. Alright, there we go. /GPS. My GPS name contains invalid characters. Why don't I just name it? Create a GPS from your current position and name its name description. I'll have to do it all the hard way, aren't I? Alright. Oh, how am I going to get these where I can get to them easy? Maybe that'll work. Sorry, inventory, GPS, do from clipboard. Didn't like that either. Well, poop. We have to go back. We have to go back. I need those GPS locations and I need them to work right. And I didn't check on them right, so I don't know if I have. I don't know where they are. Unlike last time, I'm not properly docking. Forget how powerful my up is. Alright. Let's just do this. Let's shut that one on its own. I didn't even properly secure my airlocks. Now we learned that the entrance was right there. Alright, which way's which? That one goes back over there, so we want to go this way. Straight into the med bay. Behind the med bay was security. That tells us 2 places he can be. That's not the places we want. That doesn't tell us where those places are, though. Down here told us where those places were. Right? There's the orbital construction site. Did I highlight the whole thing? Enter, control, paste, enter. Now I go in to check my GPS. Orbital construction site, there. This one I already had, apparently, though, so it doesn't help. This one does. Control, copy. Control. Helps if you hit the right button. Control, copy. I caught that I did it wrong. Enter, control, paste, enter. Now, do I have a GPS named Ieram City? Earnhardt, Ieram, and Riverdale. So 3 of those. There's one here too, the adventure position. GPS, there's the adventure position. Alright. Seems like there was a something about a monastery. Yeah, here. There's the monastery. Alright. Now we got all of our GPSs. Now we can leave again. That's on me. I screwed up. Thank you for your assistance. Properly secure the airlocks. Now, I could have simply commandeered supplies to repair my ship, to build whatever else I thought I needed, but frankly, that just wouldn't be very much fun. So, instead, we are going to work our way toward... Oh, I didn't get the lunar site. Oh well, we'll just have to fly over there on our own. At least I hope that's in Luna. Eat that one. Okay. Jump drive. Remove target. Control 2. Yes. I will not jump there, so at that distance, so okay. Actually no, G. Jump drive. Distance. Grease. And grease. Well, that's pretty close then. 900 kilometers, 500 kilometers, 20 kilometers. Alright, so that's the biggest jump we could take, so let's take it. We'll get us as close to the moon as we can jump. Well, that is a lumpy moon. We'll make landing on her fun. I see flats, but eat a little bit more food. Get my percentage up higher than 50. Waiting to see gravity. Still further from it than I thought we were, apparently. My antenna up to 50 so I can find it. And the one negative is our ion miner is probably not going to be helpful once we make it here. Oh, we have gravity. My goal is to go over and land on the flat, not down in those nasty looking canyons. Or up on any of these nasty looking mountains. Pretty much that flat right below where my target reticule is where I'm aiming for. Hoping it continues to look flat as we get there. Otherwise, we will continue to work our way around this moon until we find some place that we think is adequate for landing, or we see resources that we desperately need. The example I could come up with is magnesium. Because basic stuff you can get out of rock. If we could find a heavy source of ice and a heavy source of magnesium, that has to be under 1,000 meters for my. Alright, check my ore detector. Ore detector range 1,000 meters. See, I'm checking 500 meters down now effectively. When you're zipping along a moon like this in the Valentia, it really feels like it's a much smaller ship than it is. Kind of feels like a little fighter almost, the way it's built. I have to go down there and look. Is that ice? Is it just one giant ice lake? If it is, it's not showing up. Which might be a problem if we get having trouble seeing things. Let's take it down and land it. Alright, she's landed. Why? Well, there's no leak. We had this issue before. The ship is bugged. Control cut. Sorry, that on, don't I? Control cut. Control paste. Get me out from inside of it. Sit just high enough above the ground it doesn't explode. That's green. It's green. Alright. Let's put the proper vent there, because I like the fan better. Well, alright. Creative mode tools off. Now, we're back to the way it's supposed to be. Alright. I don't know if it could hold its own weight up. Well, that won't work. We will definitely not be able to do it that way, so. The gravity here is low, but it exists. That's the situation. Yeah, I accidentally punched a hole. Yeah, I noticed. Alright. Tap, tap. I don't know if there will be enough lift in the ions, or if we have too much planetary to make it even worth trying it. To figure that out, I need a way to drop it down without hurting it. Let's do that, which, by the way, I have not been looking for. Oh, nope. Nobody else has talked, so okay. I haven't missed anybody. And it fell over already. See that real gentle fall I just did? That's the thing. Come on, stand up the other way. Thank you. Once I get this on and welded, that won't be a problem anymore. So I'll be able to just go. Or IME grab tool. /IME grab tool. It's that side that was the bigger issue. Really? Yeah, don't pump it so hard. Just give my. Got it. Now if I just pull it toward me. Sorry, I'm not very loud. I am talking. So I think my way of doing. Alright, I need to build it up right here. So I can bring it up as high as I can get it. So when I disconnect this, it may fall. And I don't want it to fall. So if it falls, I don't want it to fall far. I need to give this thing some maglocks or feet of some kind. You're being a pain in the neck. You'd be on two of them, actually. Apparently I need to be even higher. Come on, finger, get in our spot. Now turn auto lock off. Now, let's recenter you. now that won't move. Now I can build my thing that I was trying to build. Basically, I'm building a motorcycle jack for my miner. There.
Energy low.
There we go. The easiest place to do it's right in here. And we should do some farming while we're thinking about it. Harvest. 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 Go around to the other side. Harvest. 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 And finally, harvest. Drop all these off. Seeds. Production. Food processor. Seeds. Tap tap. Tap tap. Tap tap. Tap tap. Control 2, 1. Alright. We now have everything going. And we have a little bit of tiny extra bit of food in our inventory. Our kelp farms are growing just fine on the roof, I am sure. Now the real question. Because those are going 90 to nothing. If I hit, what happens? Nope. It fly. So it is actually it would be far better if I even turn that off, because right now it's just wasting power. Uselessly trying to fight gravity. Now we could try to refit this Valen miner to be atmospheric, but given the low gravity, I doubt there's a great deal of atmosphere here either. So I don't think we're going to gain much for trying that. It cannot be refit to be a hydrogen miner, which would be the other possibility, but again, its internals won't allow that. So we are without a mining vessel while we're on the... Yeah, I caused that. While we are here. The main thing we landed for, though, was to determine whether or not this ice, and it is.
Inventory full.
If that's ice, why? Oh. Since that's ice, my question still stands. Why is my ore detector not showing? Did I turn off signals, maybe? There are no signals turned on. That explains it. Ice, nickel, uranium, and magnesium. Look, we can see everything we were looking for. And actually, with the uranium and magnesium being up there, I think we're better off staying down here for right now. Unfortunately, it has become nighttime here. Let me try something. Enter /GPS MG, comma, U, comma, ICE. Enter. Alright. Let's go hunt in the sun. Has some more magnesium. Maintain a very low altitude flight. More uranium. Nice and nickel. See my altitude. A little hard to. Seeing anything other than ice at the moment. Flying straight at the sun. Silicon. One of the I don't really worry about it metal things in this situation. There is some more uranium. Cobalt. Which actually might be as important as magnesium, if not more so, but it's in the shadows. Trying to get out of shadow. So we find some more cobalt. If I had cobalt and magnesium close together, it'd be perfect. No! What happened? It just suddenly wouldn't fly. It just suddenly it wouldn't fly. It's not like it was going in one direction only. It just, like, the thrusters didn't work anymore. I guess it's possible I'd burned out all the hydrogen, but I didn't think so. Well, that was a game ender already. Yeah, I don't know what caused that. I thought it still had hydrogen, so... Oh... Let's see if I can see what caused it in replay. Could it be my hydrogen just ran out? Oh, it is, though it happened. My hydrogen ran out. Well, I guess I earned that crash, actually. I ran me out of hydrogen. So how far back did this take me? Because apparently wherever ice is... No, autosaves aren't on. No! Come on. At least I can just get these without having to go back through the place. Venture position. Already got open construction. Inventory, check GPSs. Of course, that didn't work all the way because I don't have one of the... Alright, well... I guess I'm going to speedrun the stuff we did to start the day already. My son is clearly home from school since he's singing. Good news is, I know precisely where stuff is. Bad news is, I have to go get it all. Alright. Not you. Security office is back here. I already read that, so I don't have to read it again. Down here. Control, copy, escape, enter, control, paste, enter. Now hit F, hit inventory, GPS. Adventure position, Anhart, Ieram, Monastery, Riverdale. I thought one of these has somewhere there was something about a moon location. Something was at a moon. That's the private school. And I stand by calling Sarekh having made an entire alphabet for this kind of crazy. We didn't find it on the first floor, did we? Nope, that's the, we think your ship was taken by pirates. At first available opportunity, we'll send somebody to get it. If she doesn't quit heavy breathing, I might lose my mind. Hospital construction is priority. Remember me? You didn't think I'd amount to anything. Now I'm important and you're not. Very petty. If we all spit from space, will it rain on Earth? Lord, I need to stop drinking. GPS quartermaster report. Nope. Where was it? Nope. Every time I think it's about to stop, it doesn't. Thank you. I get it. This is it. The science lab. Control, copy, enter, control, paste. Aha! There's my lunar orbit GPS. Haha! Alright, I'll shut your airlocks. Alright. Oh, wait, there's one other place we need to go. Where is the hedgehog? Nope, the other one. I don't know what actual class of ship it's called. The AKH Eradicator. Yes. Yes, I bet this thing can eradicate. It would eradicate my ship anyway. And it has a bunch of ammo. I mean, a bunch of ammo. We'll take some of it. How much ammo was in you? A bunch, I'm guessing. He seems to have spared... The military seems to have spared no expense, but apparently I'm wrong. There we go. We now have ammo. One more thing to do in here. Around to the other side. Ah! Production. Wrong thing. Oh, I have all your stuff. Food processor. Seeds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Inventory. SE. DS. Control 2, 1. There we go. Now we put these seeds in here. We store this in here. There we go. 2. Grab that into there. Inventory, control panel. Wow, I'm trying to orbit that moon, I burned through all that hydrogen. Well, that's going to have to be something we remember. It's an up, down, not an around. It's worth noting, though. Okay, so we now have character tools. Fix that again. We now have found everything that we came here to find, that we managed to blow ourselves up from. Now let's head toward the moon. So I remember where how to get around my ship upside down. Alright, so my ship is docked bottom down, so it just slipped off. Okay. Now if I go Control 2, G, grab my jump drives, increase this or decrease distance, increase distance, blah blah. Not an issue though. If I go K, JUMP, jump drive, remove that coordinate, select Lunar Orbiter Sojourner class, select. Jump. Jump. This will put us in orbit of the moon. Right near the Sojourner class ship somewhere. The construction site. Ah, there. The vista of the moon below me is seriously distracting me. My eyesight on where we're going. What is the small ship, one wonders? That big blue one is a military ship. I forget I don't have to secure the airlocks going in this direction. Except for this one. So what is this? The Gleam. The AK Gleam. Yeah, you're a nasty looking ship too. Glad I don't have to fight you either. There's a docking port, but there is no way you could ever dock using those. Ah, there's where it's designed to dock to. as always, turn on the travel kits, which are not on at all at the other place because I ran through it this time and didn't bother. 100 rounds of that. There's 100 more rounds. Jeez, there's lots of ammo here. I did not take a second hydrogen tank either. Okay. $11 space credits. The AEK Gleam has been on special assignment the last rotation to escort the science vessel Warden that is conducting experiments on the moon of Ieram. We have not been told what is the nature of the experiments is, but I suspect it is more than a mere surface exploration, since the vessel belongs to the scientific division of the House of Sarekh, which, by the way, is the house you join when you're playing the Narset series. If they do science, it's usually for weaponry, or engines. So while I wholeheartedly support their presence here, we will keep slightly more appropriate distance than usual to the Warden. They can explode for science. They can explode and die for science. We can't. That's funny. Alright, so let's go check out the Warden. The Warden is built at an angle. Well, that's neat. That's an really, really weird and interesting idea. Just to build the whole thing at like a... Is this supposed to be like one giant docking? Because there's docking there. Laser antenna. Oh, that's an interesting idea. You want to make your vehicle look different than every other vehicle like it. That is a bunch of atmo thrust. Not a lot of ion thrust. Drill that can't touch the ground? I don't know. I don't understand. Alright. Now we've looked at those little ships. Let's see if we can find the entrance to the big one. Right here. Alright. We get straight through the other side. Yep. Hey! Shut on me. Let's go this way. Cryobase. Looks like engineering. Here's something. Nevin, I don't care if there are strange things going on. And if this is... let me try again. Nevin, I don't care if there are strange things going on and if this is a normal planetary survey or not. I am not going to break into the system just to indulge your curiosity. Are you insane? Do you want to get kicked out of the house? I am happy with being down here and keeping the system operational. You do the same or else keep the hell away from me, Loria. Well, now I'm really curious. Not seeing. Well, the interior turret has some ammo. Lockers with 3,000 space credits. Personal letter. Hey Loria, I got your message and I am looking forward to you getting here to the core planet. And of course you can stay with us. Yik will cook his famous spring stew and we can go do some window shopping. Maybe even more if you actually get the bonus. Anyway, just give me the date of your arrival when you actually know it. All the love, Una. Prospector turrets have a bunch of ammo in them. Med kits. Reactors. Alright, nothing there. Okay. Now, anyone remember how I found my way down here? Ah. Okay. Log entry. The Warden continues to hold stationary orbit above the landing zone of the Ieram moon. The landing party craft called in this morning and reported that they are halfway through filling up the particle containers. Meanwhile, our resident exochemical expert, Dr. Lemus, has informed me that the moon has some interesting microscopic gas fountains that would explain the gaseous anomalies on the surface. He theorizes this could be the result of continuous exposure of the moon's surface to solar radiation. For the time being, the AISV integrity will remain on the surface of the moon to commence her scientific projects. In order to minimize interference from seismic disturbances, only the integrity herself has been granted surface privileges. Please contact the integrity staff if you want any surface samples taken while the ship is down there. For better reference, the ship has landed at these coordinates. Well, now we have some place to go on the surface of the moon. Let's check that it actually went in here. Wait, where'd all my GPSs go? Tired of my GPSs disappearing. The worst part is, I don't think I'll have all of the towns now. There, maybe that one will give me everything. Okay, there's the other. There's the three. All right. Now maybe they'll stay. Plus we got the new one there. All right. AISV Warden, Tenure, Venus, Limus. Dum, 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 dum. Alright, I don't see anything else in here. Did I go too far? Yeah, we have not been here, so I've already gone too far. Hold on, I'll be back. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, there's that. So apparently I did one side but not the other. Apparently that's what I did right here. Med bay. Survival kit and a med bay, looks like I have on my ship. Okay, this is the airlocks. I really want to play. An arc furnace. Wow, that was replaced. This hasn't been updated in a while. Apparently Ieram needs a second pass. Why food and the like wasn't turned on, I bet. What? Warning, hazardous magnetic containment active, seals intact, hazardous content. Alright. This is super neat the way you did that. Sarekh, this is cool. Oh, it's hitting the ground, so I won't go that way further. Yeah, that's a neat idea. ASV Warden, attention, this is a level 4 security area. Access can lead to loss of house membership. Good thing I'm the cops. I'm an Imperial investigator. I can look there. There's up here, down here. We look down here already. Not ready to go up yet. Actually, I might be, because this is the same place we already were. It's just different access point. Oh, I got her to start panting again. Okay. That right there. That's the kind of things that makes Space Engineers special. You walk up, you turn the corner, and there's a window with a view that is that is what makes Space Engineers the game that I keep coming back to. Is that my ship? Seems awful far away to be my ship. It could be, though. Okay, what we got here? Most esteemed princeps, the AISV Warden is now overseeing the second mission to the moon of Ieram to collect what we currently call ultra-charged particles. So far, everything has been in working order, and there have not been any unforeseen occurrences. As for experiment R54, we can say that the new generator is indeed able to produce a stable field. The collector system has been improved in efficiency up to 12% now. That is still well below the needed specifications for a self-sustaining field, but it is an improvement nonetheless. Interesting, interesting. Computer banks. It's a bathroom. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I tapped the shift. It would have never let you let you in space if you couldn't control your breathing better than that. It wouldn't let you scuba dive if you couldn't get your breathing under control faster than that. No, that's not my ship. Where's my ship at? There's the green. Yeah, there's mine. What is that then?
Energy low.
I don't know what that is. We're not going to sit out here and die either, so let's go inside. Alright. Well, we're low on food, too. Let's go in. Actually, you know what? Let's do it the other way. Let's go get some more food made. Surely, as long as it took us to explore that, we have. Is it not fully grown? Oh. Wow, I watched those hit full grown right in front of me, didn't I? 88.4, 88.6. Alright, now directly below us somewhere should be the expedition ship. Which way is the sun rotating? I thought of something else. We know we can't take that down when we get to the moon either, so... yeah, there's nothing I can do with it. I don't think I could push it up high enough. Could I push it up there? I'd have to get rid of this light. Sorter. So I already had on my bar. We'll mess that up. This is gonna be crazy if I can pull this off. Just 7. Oh, actually, you have to be kidding me. That's close enough. That is as close to the ceiling as you could possibly get it. I actually think it's touching on this side. Yeah, it is right there. Because once you get down to the planet, it cannot go. It cannot move. But if it stays right there, it doesn't have to move. Which is, you know, new. Yes, yes, I see I'm hungry. Kelp Krispies aren't enough to keep you from starving to death very easily. It takes a lot of work to make them do that. Alright, I'm sorry. Getting that up there is kind of cool. Okay. Food is in here. Production. Still crispy? Okay. Seeds. Double tap, double tap, double tap, and double tap. ALGAE. Sorry, inventory. There we go. Now, I am going to starve if I don't eat soon, but I have spaghetti right here, which will take care of this food for a while. Okay, so now we took care of everything in space. We actually got more stuff done than we had before we crashed, except for landing on the planet. Unfortunately, it looks like the planet is going from my left to my right. Which means at 10 kilometers from here, that expedition is could be in dark soon. Trying to decide what should I do. Should I you know what, if I go ahead and land, I can sleep through the night. Never mind, let's just do that. $3,000. 2,000 feet, or 2,000 meters. 1,500 meters and slowing descent. need to watch our hydrogen levels. Nickel, iron, obviously ice. Uranium. Well, we're not horribly far from uranium. We might even be able to get some help from a scientist on how to with mining gear even. Not that I would count on them having great mining gear, but what just happened? Seriously, why did our ship just... You just fell through. What the heck? Planet just swallowed my ship. Alright. Control. This time it's for I can't believe it situation. It literally swallowed my ship. I will set down over here. Control, paste. Oh, good. I gotta put it in at a weird angle. This is floating there. Let me through, let me through. What? What's going on? Suddenly, my mouse isn't picking up in the game. Should be a problem. Right, my mouse isn't picking up anywhere. There it goes. There we go. Turn that back off. Alright. Well, with that all being said and done, we have landed on the moon of Ieram. We have a scientific vessel there to explore. And we have a great deal of mining to do to be able to get a new vehicle or thrace. So next time on the Tales of the Valentia, we will next time on the Tales of Valentia, we're going to be working on, here on the moon, trying to get us a hydrogen-based miner and probably get a hydrogen and atmospheric based miner to counter our ion miner, and then we will probably work on drones of some kind, I imagine. So this is Space Engineers, and I'm the Blind Gaming Guy. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12:30 to 3:30 on YouTube, and on Twitch from 10 to noon. Until next time,